Good evening from Los Angeles, California. It's week number 8 in the final week of General Chemistry 1. For today's interactive advanced concept number 8, we're going to make instant ice. Pretty excited about that. We know that phase changes can occur rapidly, and we're going to attempt to cool water to the point of a phase change using a couple different methods today. So we're going to flash freeze a bottle of water just by touching it, and we're also going to freeze flowing water. The instant it's poured from the bottle, we're going to try and eliminate the bottle altogether. I'm not quite sure how that works, but we'll give it a try. For today's experiment, we'll be using these bottles of purified water. Well, not specifically these bottles, but I've put 2 other bottles in the freezer, and we'll go grab those in a second. And we're also going to have, we've got a cup of ice right here, and a cup of water right here. So I've got these 16.9 ounce bottles, and they've never been opened, so the water should be extremely pure, I hope. So the 2 bottles that I've had in the freezer, I've let them sit there for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm going to pull them out, and then we'll get started. Hang on. All right, so I've pulled these out of the freezer. They are very cold, but they're not frozen. So let's start this off. Here we can see the water is still liquid, but it's cooled down to the temperature. It should be well below freezing, theoretically. In order to see the first part, we're going to jolt the bottle here. You can see there's definitely ice in it. Quite sure if I'm getting the reaction I'm supposed to, but we've jolted the bottle. You can see the water, it flash freezes to ice, and it definitely got some ice in there when we did it. I'm not quite sure if it was frozen as much as it should, but it definitely did freeze over pretty quickly. We should also start being able to see the reaction using a piece of ice, like we use one of these ice cubes. So let's do that. So we'll remove the cap from the bottle, and we're going to pour water directly on the ice. So I'm going to tilt this camera down so you can see here. So I'm going to remove this, and let's give this a try. Move this back a little farther there. Move this over. Okay. So we are going to pour this over directly onto the ice, and we should immediately see it crystallize. We're not seeing that, unfortunately. I'm kind of seeing that in the bottle, but I'm not seeing that in here. So I'm not quite sure if that's just like it wasn't frozen enough. So that's unfortunate. But we definitely have like a snow cone looking sort of stuff going on inside of the bottle. So let's try the next process in this. I guess we could have got food coloring and made a little bit of a snow cone like the directions said in this bottle, but that didn't work out so well. So next we're going to pour cold water in a clean glass and drop a bit of ice. So I've got ice right here, so I'm going to dump that out. So here is our clean glass. So we're going to pour cold water in the clean glass and drop a bit of ice right at the center. So here goes our cold water. And then we're going to drop ice right at the center. And it should have frozen over, but it's not doing that, unfortunately. We are having an experiment fail today, but hey, at least we gave it a good shot. So this was a clean glass. We should have been able to theoretically see the ice crystallize and grow until it fills the glass completely, but it's definitely not doing that, unfortunately. If you dip the tip of the ice in the water, we should see it happen within a couple of seconds, but it did not freeze in place like it should have. So we had an experiment fail, but this could have been really cool. I'm not quite sure why it didn't work, but we did give it our best shot. We will try again and try and do it better next time. So there we have it, a failed ice experiment, unfortunately. Once again, we did try and take and make instant ice and make a sort of a slushy ice out of this. I did follow directions, 2 hours, 45 minutes in the freezer. It was actually probably 2 hours and 50 minutes in the freezer. but it didn't turn out like it was supposed to. But maybe next time. So bye for now, and we will see you for General Chemistry 2.